Bill Belichick. But anyway, New England, 24 years, man. Talk about a guy who started with the Browns. Well, no, he started with the Giants, I think, as an assistant coach. Then he moved on to the
Yeah,
Browns.
he was on the Giants.
Yeah, because he had Lawrence Taylor. That's a great
Won
player.
Super Bowl.
Some would say Michael. Never mind. Then you think about the Browns. He was in Cleveland. They was like, should he be the head coach? Was he the head coach? I think that
He
team
was.
sucked too. They
Nah,
sucked.
he was there like when they I think that was what 95 when they almost had that season when they about to make the playoffs and then they found out about
Almost.
the move and like the season collapsed. I think he was there for that.
Oh, the
Come on,
Mayflower.
Kyle. Look what y'all did, man.
And then right after that, guess what else happened? He ended up in New England and he found some stringy kid from Michigan who can like help him. Oh, actually, no, a guy got hurt. Then he came in and started making
Mm-hmm.
plays. And then next thing you know, a dynasty was born. Couple tight ends. We're not gonna talk too much about those because we know where that goes. Some great defensive players and one of the best quarterbacks in the league. We talked about him earlier about him being a string. We're not talking about that right now. Stringy kid, and then he becoming on the goat. But Belichick is now out. Joe, I don't know why you want to ask this question because you're a Commanders fan, but we're gonna do it. Of course, we're gonna react to it. But what do you think is the best destination for Bill
Oh, okay.
Belichick?
Okay. Best destination. Uh, it's crazy because I don't think the okay. How about this? The best. He needs to go somewhere where he can win right now. All right. Let's start there because he probably got what, like 4 years left, 5 years left. Because like, how old is he? You said, Carl? 72?
72.
72 years
71,
old.
71. I think Nick Saban 72. I think Belichick 71.
71 years old, right? So he don't have a long-term career at the Patriots. But I do think him parting ways with the Patriots is the best thing that can happen for his image. You know why? Because he wasn't going to win a championship, a Super Bowl with the Patriots. We all know that based on their situation. So he has to validate his career, which is crazy to a lot of people, by winning the championship Super Bowl outside of Tom Brady. Because everybody's saying Tom Brady's the reason, Tom Brady's the reason when the first three Super Bowls, Bill Belichick was a leading force of that, right? That defense was. But we're not going to talk about that. But before I go into that, I do want to say this, right? I do think Bill Belichick is arguably the best coach in NFL history. I know we came on here before and talked about Belichick. I know I said he has to prove himself because Tom Brady record without him, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he groomed Tom Brady. All right. Like Tom Brady was a late draft pick. And if he would have landed anywhere else, do we still think Tom Brady would be who he is today? And Belichick handpicked Tom Brady. And the fact that Tom Brady was a low draft pick, he was able to coach Tom Brady like he was a low draft pick. And you coach Tom Brady like that, guess what? Everybody else is following the line. And Tom Brady fell in love with winning Super Bowls. Why? Because Belichick put that boy in a situation when he can win Super Bowls early in his career. And they went on a 10-year drought without it. So he remembered the first 4 years when they won 3. So he developed that love of winning Super Bowls. And I think Belichick has a lot to do with that. So we got to give him a lot of credit for everybody trying to take credit from, which is Tom Brady. So, but best destination, I think is this, y'all. I think the best destination is not available right now, but if they don't succeed, it will be available. Buffalo. I think Buffalo will be a good destination for him. That he
That's
can
gonna
win
be a
right
gift.
now. Huh?
That's gonna be a gift. The
That,
FJA, we both made a face like, When you go back and watch, you'll see.
okay.
No,
All
you
right.
can probably still see mine partially.
So yeah, that's what I think. I think Buffalo will be a good spot for him.
Go ahead,
Or
Carl.
Philly, but I don't want that to happen though.
All right, so I ain't gonna lie. If you go to Buffalo, like they going to for sure run the ball, and Josh Allen going, he might succeed for real, for real. So let's not have that happen. Uh, my, I'm gonna just say, congrats on a great 20 plus years in New England. I'm not going to take any credit away from what that man has done. That man can scheme up defense like no other. One thing you know about Bill Belichick, he's going to for sure have a great defense. I would say no matter the players, but I mean, yeah, no matter the players. We all remember what COVID when half them players sat out, still had a great defense. He still was putting pieces together and make the defense was making plays. So just a great defensive mind to Bill Belichick. Now, my answer, All right, my answer is going to be out of the available jobs, and I got to give a shout out to my coworker CJ. Um, he said the Chargers, and at first I'm like, nah, I wouldn't stay away from that. I said that. I said, nah, if y'all was him, I would stay away. But then I really got to thinking about it. Like the pieces he has on defense, he can get those to be cohesive. Then you got Herbert. You had, well, maybe you have Austin Eckler. I'm not sure if he's locked in. I think he's a free agent coming up this year. So you possibly have Austin Eckler. You possibly have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Quentin Johnston gets another year. Hopefully he can improve because this rookie season was not good. Josh Palmer, who was actually a bright light in LA. Gerald Everett. So he got pieces to work with. I think the Chargers would actually be a really great destination for Bill Belichick. So shout out to worker CJ. I got to text him and be like, look, I used what you told me today at work because it actually do make sense when I thought about it.
Yeah, shout out to CJ and shout out to Joe and shout out to you, Carl. Because I'm gonna say shout out to Coach because I'm about to do something y'all never thought I would say. His best destination, the couch. What else is there for this man to prove? I know what you said earlier, Joe, about him having to win a Super Bowl or try to get over that ego machismo of not winning without Tom Brady. But bruh, you're 70-something years old. We literally seen what happened with Zappy and Bailey. Do you really want to go through that again? I like the Chargers. I like. Oh, you right. You're right. Bailey Zappy. You're right. I couldn't even think of the other guy. I couldn't even think of the other guy. Oh, it's Jones. Mac Jones. See, Teddy? But after what, 9 conference championships, 17 divisional titles, 6 Super Bowls, like your history is cemented. What more do you need to prove to the league? Like the game doesn't owe you anything, Bill. Go home, enjoy your family, enjoy your grandkids and your kids. Or you just go be an announcer. He don't even have to do that. Go to the couch and watch football. I think it's time for him to just relax.
It's funny. Both Bill Belichick and Tom Brady were told to go home to their families.
Yeah, I know, right? Now look, the Chargers. I think it's a good destination. I just don't think that'd be good for Justin Herbert because the dude he's been going through offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator. So Belichick comes in. Let's say they do win. That'd be good for his career, and then he dip out again. Then now Justin Herbert start all over again. You know what I mean? So
ain't got nothing to do with Bill.
It would not do a Bill, but if I would have Chargers, I wouldn't go get Belichick. I would go get a coach that can run with my young quarterback, Justin Herbert. Now you could probably say the same thing about Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen being young and all that good stuff. But they've seen Josh Allen and them are there. You know what I mean? They are like, yeah, they're number 2 seed right now, and they've been in the LC Championship and they have been in the playoffs consistently. Justin Herbert hasn't even won a playoff game yet. So Josh Allen now, it's like a door that got a breakthrough. And I really think if McDermott, if they don't win this year, if they don't get out the second round, you gotta move on from McDermott. Even though you just extended him, which is crazy. I still believe that, right? But I think Belichick will be good if he goes there and they could break through and win a Super Bowl. And he can run out the sunset.
My rebuttal to that would be he hasn't had a quarterback of Justin Herbert's talent. So that's why he's been running through OC after OC. And Matt Patricia was just a stupid OC signing. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, why are you signing a defensive coordinator to be an offensive coordinator? If he can get a really good offensive coordinator to work with Herbert and the pieces of that offense, because they have really talented pieces, they can for sure propel. Like, they made the playoffs. We saw the Chiefs had a down year. They can possibly get in the playoffs next year and possibly make some noise with Belichick leading the helm. Now, I kind of want to counter what you just said about Sean McDermott being fired if the Bills don't get past the second round. What if Josh Allen